Carlos Alcaraz, the defending French Open champion, returns to the Roland Garros quarterfinals for the fourth consecutive year, and this time, the challenge comes in the form of 12th seed Tommy Paul. The Spaniard has had an eventful journey to the last 8, mixing moments of dominance with patches of grit and resilience. Now, with the Parisian clay under his feet and the weight of his title defense on his shoulders, Alcaraz prepares for yet another stern test in the shape of an American opponent making his debut at this stage of the tournament. Alcaraz began his 2025 French Open campaign with a statement of intent, cruising past Giulio Zeppieri in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4, 6-2. The opening match showcased his signature blend of explosive power and finesse, sending a clear signal to the draw that the defending champion was back in business. But the path forward wasn't without its tests. In his second-round match, Alcaraz faced Fabian Marozsan, a familiar name, given their past encounter where the Hungarian shocked him in 2023. This time, though, Alcaraz was better prepared. Despite dropping a set, he managed the momentum well, taking the match in 4 sets. The third-round clash against Damir Dzumhur posed similar challenges. Again, Alcaraz conceded a set but raised his level at crucial moments to see out the victory. The round of 16 brought a high-stakes battle against 13th seed Ben Shelton, a matchup filled with power, flair, and, perhaps most memorably, sportsmanship. During one of the rallies, Alcaraz executed a volley while his racket slipped from his hand. Though the shot was successful, the Spaniard immediately conceded the point, acknowledging that the racket wasn't in his grasp at the moment of contact. It was a moment that reminded fans why Alcaraz is admired not just for his talent but for his integrity. On the other side of the net now stands Tommy Paul, who is writing his own remarkable chapter in this year's tournament. The American has battled his way to his first ever French Open quarterfinal, a significant milestone in his career. Paul's campaign started with a 4-set win over Ethan Mahler, showing early signs of his form and physical readiness. In the second round, Paul was up against Martin Fucsovics, a seasoned campaigner on clay. Things looked bleak as Paul dropped the first 2 sets, but he mounted an incredible comeback, turning the match around in dramatic fashion. That momentum carried into the third round, where he faced 24th seed Karen Khachanov in another marathon. It took 5 sets once again, but Paul emerged triumphant, showing both stamina and a relentless fighting spirit. His 4th-round victory over Alexei Poprin was, in many ways, his cleanest performance of the tournament. A straight sets win that hinted he might just be peaking at the right time. Paul's baseline consistency, improved movement on clay, and ability to hang in rallies have all contributed to his success thus far. But now, he faces his most difficult opponent yet, not just in terms of skill, but in terms of style and surface. The head-to-head favors Alcaraz, who leads the rivalry 4-2. Their most recent encounter came at the 2024 Paris Olympics, where Alcaraz dominated in straight sets. Prior to that, they met on grass at Wimbledon 2023, where Alcaraz won in 4 on his way to another Grand Slam triumph. Yet, those matches, while decisive, were far from one-sided. Paul has always managed to make their encounters competitive, pushing Alcaraz in extended rallies and disrupting rhythm with his variety. But the clay court dynamic tilts the narrative. Alcaraz is in his element on this surface, his movement, his drop shots, the topspin heavy forehand, it all adds up to a lethal package on red dirt. Tommy Paul, though much improved on clay, doesn't have the same natural comfort or record. Still, this year's French Open has seen him push past those limits, and he arrives into the quarterfinals with confidence and belief. There's an energy about Paul that suggests he won't go down quietly. He has shown he can endure long matches and raise his level under pressure. He's also a good tactician, someone who can mix things up, move his opponent around, and find unexpected angles. Against Alcaraz, those traits could make the difference between a quick defeat and a genuine contest. Alcaraz, meanwhile, has the burden of expectation. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but every round he advances comes with the added pressure of defending what he's already won. So far, he has handled that pressure with maturity. His on-court decision-making has been sharp, and his mental strength, especially in the big moments, has been unwavering. Both players are physically fit and mentally ready, and their styles could create an intriguing contrast. Alcaraz will look to dominate with early aggression and dictate from the baseline, while Paul will aim to disrupt rhythm, extend rallies, and counterpunch his way into contention. As Tuesday's clash draws near, anticipation builds. The crowd in Paris knows it's in for a high-octane battle. For Alcaraz, it's about staying on track for back-to-back titles. For Paul, it's the opportunity to carve out the biggest win of his career. Firepower, finesse, and flair will all be on display when these two meet under the clay court lights. The match also carries implications beyond just a semifinal berth. For Alcaraz, a win here inches him closer to a potential third Grand Slam title. For Paul, it's the culmination of steady progress, belief, and years of hard work finally paying dividends. Both will step onto the court believing they can win, and that's the perfect recipe for a Roland Garros classic. No matter the outcome, one thing is certain: Tuesday's quarterfinal is more than just a match. It's a clash of styles, a test of nerves, and a celebration of tennis at its highest level. With every point, rally, and roar from the crowd, the magic of the French Open continues, and we're all fortunate to witness it.